want to do this movie about a kid who takes a day off from school, and that's all I know so far. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Mr. John Hughes' pitch for the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He wrote the script in just 4 days after pitching. The king of capturing 80s teenage angst took inspiration from his life as a teen at Glenbrook High School in the Chicago suburbs. He went to the University of Arizona but dropped out in his junior year. He moved back to Chicago, where he worked as a copywriter and also sold jokes on the side. He ended up writing National Lampoon's Vacation, which kick-started his filmmaking career. Hughes' first directorial debut was made in 1984 with 16 Candles. Famous for his long sleepless nights spent writing and brainstorming, Hughes wrote the first draft of 16 Candles in just one weekend. Although this film failed to skyrocket in the box office, it gave audiences an idea of what was to come. Quintessentially 80s films centered around the awkward realness that comes with being a middle-class teen. Just a year later, The Breakfast Club dropped and became one of America's most beloved films. Shot on a low budget and in just one location, Hughes kept audiences interested by not scene changes or fancy effects, rather with realistic characters and hip language. Forced to spend a Saturday in detention together, 5 kids, each representing teen stereotypes, reluctantly and accidentally bond and become friends, despite their differences. Hughes is affirmed for his impeccable job encapsulating realistic conversations and traits that teens have. A big reason this film became so successful was that it highlighted the awkward and uncomfortable reality of being a teenager, something many films at the time failed to do. In this clip, you can observe Hughes' perfection of easy teen slang and aggressive, realistic conversation.
I don't think either one of them gives a shit about me. It's like they use me just to get back at each other. Ha! Shut up!
You're just feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, well, if I did, nobody else would.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Sporto,
What?
you get along with your parents?
Well, if I say yes, I'm an idiot, right?
You're an idiot anyway. But if you say you get along with your parents, well, you're a liar too.
In this film and in almost all of his projects, you can see Hughes remembering his own youth. A commonplace for Hughes' projects was exploring feelings many teens have, yearning to be noticed, internal and external pressures, social constructs, etc. Ferris Bueller's Day Off premiered in 1986 and is known as John Hughes' love letter to Chicago. Moving on from The Breakfast Club, he left the high school halls and invited us into the streets of Chicago. Yet again thriving on his insightful writing, Ferris Bueller's Day Off explores how teens wish to be versus how they really are, which is expertly displayed through the use of contrast in his characters Ferris and Cameron. And even with a simple narrative, Hughes extends a lesson on not letting life pass you by.
I'm so disappointed in Cameron. $20 says he's sitting in his car debating about whether or not he should go out. He'll keep calling me. He'll keep calling me until I come over. He'll make me feel guilty. This is ridiculous, okay? I'll go. Shit. God damn it!
With many personal indulgences, we are invited to understand Hughes as a person through this particular film. Manifesting his lifelong affinity for the Beatles, and with many references throughout the film, we can also groove alongside Ferris in the high-energy parade scene with twist and shout playing. Ferris, Cameron, and Sloane's visit to the Art Institute of Chicago was also a personal indulgence for Hughes, as he referred to it as his own personal teenage sanctuary when growing up. In 2014, the national film industry deemed the film a national treasure, calling it culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. John Hughes fathered an era of important films that still to this day are relevant and loved. It seems almost impossible to get an adult to truly understand how a teen feels, let alone create and encapsulate that feeling. Yet, through John Hughes' masterfully executed writing, he helped the nation achieve an understanding of what it's really like to be a teen without all the distractions imposed before his simple and raw style. No one can explain being a teen as realistically, simply, or as accurately as he can, so let John Hughes take it away. At that age, it feels as good to feel bad as it does to feel good.